So from Consumer Protection Act, we had discussed few of the topics. Now today we will discuss another topic, that is mediation. Okay, so if you remember, under Consumer Protection Act, there are certain authorities which we have. There is Consumer Dispute Redressal Commissions being set up at national, state as well as district level. Similarly, we have consumer protection councils also that provides advice or promotion and protection of consumer rights. Okay, so we have this different bodies being set up. Similarly, it also talks about mediation. Okay, so what is mediation? But any idea what is mediation? So what is mediation? It is a procedure in which parties discuss their disputes with the assistance of a trained, impartial third person. And otherwise, what happens if there is a dispute between two persons? Take, for example, if there is a dispute between you and me, we both would traditionally approach a court where a judge will decide the matter. It will be open for anyone, right? Courts, if you know, it's like open trial. That means anybody can enter inside any court, see the entire process and everything. There is no restriction as such. So we call it as open trial. Okay, everyone, it's like open for anyone from the public. They can enter, they can witness it, even though they are not related to the matter. But in case of mediation, what happens? Rather than approaching a court, we are approaching mediation cell, where there will be one person, like a neutral person will be there, who is not in favor of you, neither in favor of you nor in favor of me. That person will impartially, without being biased towards anyone, decide the matter. That person will help both of us come to a sort of conclusion, like a win-win situation. Neither you are losing, neither me losing. Both of us will try to compromise on certain things and come to a settlement. Okay, it's like a compromise or like a settlement, you can say, that both the parties would try to come to like a settlement thing where neither of the parties are losing out. Okay, that is nothing but mediation. Is it clear what is mediation?
Yes, ma'am.
So mediation basically is, there will be two parties to the dispute. It will be party one, party two, and there will be one mediator, which is like a neutral person. So this person will try to assist these two persons come to a settlement. Okay, it is called as alternative dispute resolution mechanism. Why alternative? Because we are not approaching the regular courts where judges will decide the matter, but here we are trying to settle it ourselves. I will be like, okay, fine, I can compromise on these two grounds. You also be like, okay, fine, even I can compromise on these two grounds. Then we both can decide, okay, fine, then let's do this. Okay, we would come to a settlement basically. So this mediation is very common. Okay, it is becoming very popular these days, and that is the reason why under Consumer Protection Act also it talks about mediation. Now, why is mediation important? Because when a dispute takes place, like take for example, if you are a company selling certain goods or providing for a certain service, there may be thousands of matters pending. For you, it may be very difficult to appear in court for all the hearings and everything. So there it makes a lot more sense to just settle the matter through mediation, because time is also less, money will also be less, and also you can just settle the matter very quickly. So you would maybe prefer mediation in such cases. So what is mediation? How it will be done? Everything is given under Chapter 5 of Consumer Protection Act, and you need to remember this section. Yes, the Chapter 5 of Consumer Protection Act talks about mediation. So this Consumer Protection Act that we have, it is of the year 2019. before that we had Consumer Protection Act 1986. But as we know, law changes with time. So it was realized that this certain legislation is lacking on certain things. It's not sufficient, it's not enough to meet needs of the society at present. And that is the reason why one specific legislation like this was repealed and a new legislation was included, that is Consumer Protection Act 2019, having more elaborate, more detailed provisions talking about protection of consumer rights. So when we compare these two legislations, legislation of 2019 with the previous one, it provides for speedy redressal. Quickly matters will be solved. Modern day consumer market, modern day whatever problems we are facing, like online shopping, something goes wrong, you order something, something else gets delivered. Sometimes advertisements are not proper. They will show something on the ad, but in reality it's completely different. All these things are also taken into consideration under this new legislation. Similarly, it also includes provisions relating to mediation because it helps to settle the matters very quickly. Okay, do you remember there are these consumer commissions, dispute redressal commissions, 3 commissions. What are those commissions?
District forum, that one only, no?
Yeah, district. Like today,
District
what we discussed, that
national.
is different. Okay, that was council. Previously, we had discussed commissions.
Okay. National Commission, ma'am.
Yes. And
State and district.
yes, state and district. So it is NCDRC, National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission at the central level. Similarly, we have state and district level also. So what is the amount, jurisdiction, for how much amount, where would you approach? Amount was fixed, right? For all those 3 commissions, amount is being fixed, and based on the amount which is involved, based on the loss that is being suffered, we will decide which is the right body to approach. Okay, where can we file the case? So for district consumer forum, we will approach it for matters below 1 crore. Okay, if the dispute is below 1 crore, we would approach district consumer forum. If it is between 1 crore to 10 crores, state commission. If it is above 10 crores, we would approach NCDRC, National Commission. Okay, try to remember these amounts. It's very important. All right. So otherwise, we will approach these forums to settle the disputes for that are there. But then there are so many disputes arising every single day because buying goods, taking services, it's so common, right? For every single thing, we take a certain service or buy a certain good. So it is becoming very common, and as a result, there are lakhs of pending cases before these forums. The amount may be certain matters, it's very petty amount also, very small amount. For that also matter is pending for 2-3 years. In such cases, it creates a problem. We need speedy redressal of these things. Okay, if you have seen, there was a recent case of a model. Okay, her name is Ashna Roy. She is a model by profession. What happened, right? In the year 2018, she had some interview, and she thought before the interview, I will go to this 5-star hotel, and their salon was also there. There I will go get some haircut done, get my grooming done. So she went there just 1 week before the interview. Now she gave clear instructions that this is the haircut that I need, but then they just like damaged the entire thing. They just gave some other haircut and it was very bad. So she argued with the authorities that what is this? This is not right and everything. Then those authorities said that, okay, it's fine. We will give you free haircut, like free hair treatment for your entire life. Just settle the matter. She was like, okay, fine then. Next time she went for some hair treatment. That time also they were very negligent. They applied lot of ammonia and it damaged her scalp. There was lot of skin allergies, skin issues and everything. So she was so like she was so unhappy with the service. She started fighting with the people there, and then they again started arguing with her. So the matter was not settled there, and she filed a case before this NCDRC, Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, and she said that I should be paid 3 crores compensation because of this problem or because of this issues. It resulted in so much of like mental stress. I had to lose my job and it affected my career as well. And consumer court also, like recently this judgment came, they gave her 2 crores compensation for a bad haircut. You can read that case also. Ashna Roy bad haircut case, you can search that, you will get it. 2 crores compensation only for a bad haircut. Okay, so this is how powerful this consumer protection, this commissions are. But then she had to wait since 2018. Now in 2021 September, she got an order. She had to wait so long for this order, and that does not make sense, right? It has to be quickly resolved, and that is where we need mediation, so that matters can be settled very quickly. Parties don't need to wait for years. Okay, is it clear why we need mediation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But then how will mediation be done? For these commissions and all, we know that they will be established, everything we know. What about mediation now? For mediation, mediation cell has to be established. Okay, establishment of mediation cell. So this legislation, Consumer Protection Act, it itself gives direction that state government would have power to establish mediation cell for district and state commissions. These forums we discussed, right? So attached to those forums, there will be mediation cells also established. And these will be established by state government by way of a notification. So for district and state government is having power. And similarly for national commission, central government is given the power that along with this NCDRC, there should be a mediation cell. Same goes for state and district commissions also. There has to be one mediation cell set up. Now, what will these mediation cells are required? Why are they needed? Such mediation cells are needed to submit a quarterly report to the district commission, state commission or national commission, to which it is attached in the manner specified in regulations. What all matters they have resolved, how it was done, all the things basically. Details of this entire 1 year work, that report will also be submitted before the concerned commission, whether it's district, state or national. For 3 levels only, we would have mediation cells being set up so that whatever matters are coming before those commissions can be referred if needed to the mediation cell. Okay, so it talks about establishment of mediation cell for district and state commissions. Mediation cell attached to district and state commissions. It will be set up by state government. For mediation cells attached to NCDRC, central government is given that power. And they need to submit report to these commissions because they work under the commissions. They need to submit report, update the commission relating to their functions and everything. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, nomination of mediators from Penal, section 76. Now, when a person is been nominated that, okay, you are a qualified mediator, you can help parties settle the matter that is coming before you. In such cases, what is happening is that district commission, state commission or national commission, whoever it is, they should consider his suitability for resolving consumer disputes involved. That means it's not just about qualification, whether the person is a graduate or something, but rather it is about whether this person is having the ability to help people resolve a dispute. Like we see, right? Some people may be introvert. Some people may not have good communication skills. Some people may not be very good in, like narrating a story or expressing themselves. So in such cases, that person would not be able to help two parties to settle a matter, right? Because he himself is having communication problem. So person, whomever is appointed, that person should be someone who is having that skill, that he will be able to help these disputing parties to settle the matter. Okay, he will be taking the initiative and assisting these two parties so that they can come to a conclusion. All right, it is section 76. Now, sometimes what may happen, take for example, a matter is referred to me, but somehow maybe I am related to the matter and I feel like, no, I will not be able to give a proper assistance because I'm somehow biased towards either of the parties. Or maybe I don't want to entertain that matter or something. Okay, maybe I do not want to take up the matter, or maybe the parties do not want to refer the matter to me. Or maybe someone else feels that this matter should not be referred to me because I'm somehow related to it or something. Okay, so in such cases, there is an option also for replacement of mediator. Because in order to come to like a valid conclusion or a valid settlement, it's very important that the mediator is a neutral person. So if in some cases, the mediator himself realizes disputing parties or some third person feels that this mediator will not be unbiased in this given case, then commission, right? Commission can be informed that this mediator needs to be changed. And commission will hear the mediator, and if it feels that yes, it is valid reason, we should replace this mediator, then it can replace the mediator. Someone else may be given that specific case or that specific dispute, and that mediator will resolve it. So basically, main focus is mediator should be a neutral person plus competent to help parties take a decision, competent to help parties come to a settlement, so that matters can be quickly resolved. Parties don't need to wait for months or years to get a judgment. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next is procedure for mediation. We know that there will be mediation cells established, which will be attached to either NCDRC, state commission, or district commission. We know that members will be appointed, they will get the cases, but then what is the process of mediation? So mediation shall be held in consumer mediation cell, whether it is attached to district, state, or national commission, as the case may be. If the case was referred to national commission and national commission feels that we should refer it for mediation, there is a scope to mediate the matter, then they will refer it to the mediation cell attached to national commission. If it was filed to state commission, they will refer it to the mediation cell attached to state commission. Same goes for district commission. If it was referred to district commission, then they will send the matter to mediation cell which is attached to the district commission. Basically, this mediation cell and the commissions, they work very closely with each other, because parties would ideally approach the commission for a settlement. They would file a complaint before the commission. So commission needs to see whether there is scope of mediation or not. If yes, let's refer this matter to mediation cell, help parties get a decision or a judgment very quickly. Let's not make them wait for years or months. So where consumer dispute is referred for mediation by commission, as I told you, parties would ideally approach the commission, and commission, if it feels that matter can be referred for mediation, then what they will do? Consumer dispute is referred for mediation by commission. The mediator nominated by such commission shall have regard to rights and obligations of parties, the usage of trade, if any, the circumstances giving rise to consumer dispute, and other relevant factors as he may deem necessary, and shall be guided by principles of natural justice while carrying out mediation. Whoever is appointed as a mediator, that person should be very careful, because he is doing function just like regular courts, right? His level is just like regular courts. He is giving like a decision. He's helping parties to come to a settlement. So that person should be very careful to ensure there is no injustice. Parties are not losing out on their rights. What all are the consumer rights and everything, right? All those things also should be taken into account by the mediator. And accordingly, that person or the mediator will initiate the process of settlement between the parties. So the mediator so nominated shall conduct mediation within such time and in such manner as prescribed. So the person will accordingly, whatever other rules and regulations and processes that apply to him, in that same way, he will conduct the mediation. He will initiate the process. Okay, now, when first of all, it's like parties would approach the commission that there is this complaint I have. If commission feels okay, fine, we can refer it for mediation, they will refer the matter to concerned mediation cell. And the mediation cell also, mediator needs to ensure that he is respecting all the consumer rights, he is providing proper justice, and all the rules, regulations, everything is followed. He is not doing any sort of violation of the law or violation of the process. Okay, but now, once the matter is referred, mediator takes up the matter. How this settlement thing would go on? Might be there is a dispute between you and me where we have on 3 grounds we are not able to agree. Okay, like you have 3 complaints regarding me. So there are 3 points which needs to be decided by this mediator. Okay, so sometimes what may happen is all of these 3 points are settled in mediation. We were able to come to a conclusion on all these 3 points. Sometimes it may happen that out of 3 points, only 1 point we could settle, remaining 2 remain as it is. Or sometimes it may happen that out of these 3 points, we could not settle any of it. We could not come to a conclusion. So there is a possibility for all these 3 situations. Mediation may be very successful, mediation may be partially successful, and mediation may be completely unsuccessful. There are 3 possibilities when a matter is referred to mediation. Okay, is this part clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Vishnu, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, settlement through mediation, section 18. If the matter is completely, like I told, right, there are these 3 situations. If matter is completely settled, then what happens? The mediator, right, a settlement report will be prepared that this was the issue. These are the grounds based on which parties decided, and this is the final settlement. Both of the parties agreed to compromise on some or the other things, and they came to this conclusion. They came to this like settlement. Now this settlement should be binding on us. How will it be binding? Only when it is in some kind of a written form, right? So when we enter into some sort of a settlement, mediator will prepare a settlement report for the settlement. And it has to be forwardly signed agreement along with such report to the concerned commission. both of us will be asked to sign on that agreement that yes, on this certain date, I agreed to these conditions. You will also sign that yes, on this certain date, we agreed to these conditions. And that report will be sent to the commission. If it was referred by district commission, matter will be referred to them. If it was referred by state commission, matter will be referred to them. If it was by national commission, matter will be referred to them. Why? Because that was the commission from where it was originating. So it's very important that they are also informed that yes, that is this settlement or this happened, that happened. What happened in mediation, that needs to be informed to the commission. Okay, now where no agreement is reached between parties, maybe we were not able to come to any settlement, or mediator is the settlement is not possible, it shall prepare. If we were not able to settle any of these points, mediator will inform that also to the concerned commission that mediation was not possible. Mediation did not happen here. And accordingly, commission would take up the matter. Just like a regular case, it would be time consuming, but still it will be taken up like a case before the consumer commission itself. Whether national, state, district, whatever it is, it will be referred to them. Okay. Now, recording settlement and passing of order. Within 7 days of receipt of this settlement report, mediator will give this settlement report to the commission, and within 7 days, within a week's time, this district, state or national commission, they shall pass a suitable order. They will mention this settlement and everything. They will say that, okay, this certain matter came before us. We thought settlement is possible. We referred it for mediation. At the stage of mediation, parties came to this certain conclusion. They signed on it. So finally, this is the order. This is something which becomes binding. Parties need to abide by it. So all those things will be properly written down and matter will be closed, whatever was referred to the commission. So it is done very quickly, right? It is done very quickly, and parties are also getting the remedy very quickly, right? They don't need to wait for years. So accordingly, the concerned commission will pass an order, close the matter. But if dispute was partially settled, like out of these 3 disputes, only one was settled, remaining 2 are still there. In such cases, what will happen? In such cases also, shall record settlement of the issue which has been so settled. Whatever was settled, it will refer that, okay, this certain issue was settled. Remaining 2 issues are still there. Those 2 issues we will continue to hear. Like a regular court process in the commission, those 2 issues will be taken up. Those 2 issues will be heard by the concerned commission. And sometimes if nothing was settled, out of these 3 issues only remain. That is also completely fine. There also commission will continue to hear it just like a regular complaint before the commission. Okay, so these are the 3 possibilities which we have: completely settled, partially settled, not settled at all. In each of these 3 cases, commission will finally pass an order, or if needed, it will continue with hearing the matter also. It will ensure that matter is completely settled between the parties. Is this process clear, how matter will be referred for mediation?
Yes, ma'am.
Pranati, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we have this conclusion that you can write that mediation is very important these days, considering the increasing number of consumer disputes, and this provision given under Chapter 5 of Consumer Protection Act, it in fact helps parties get quick redressal for their disputes that are arising between them. Okay, so you can read this part also, that apart from consumer protection commissions, apart from councils, it also talks about mediation, which is an alternate way of solving dispute. Rather than going to court, rather than going to commission, with the help of a neutral party, we are trying to settle the matter. It will be settled very quickly so that parties do not need to keep visiting the commission. Because with increasing number of consumer disputes, commissions are overburdened. That is why this mediation thing is being set up. Mediation will be carried forward by a mediation cell, which will be attached either to the district commission, state commission, or national commission. For district and state, mediation cell will be set up by state government. For national commission, it will be set up by central government. When a mediator is being appointed, it will be ensured that the person is having skills that are needed to help parties resolve the dispute. That person, whatever communication skill or other things are needed, those things that person should be having. Because settling the matter is our ultimate aim or idea here. Sometimes if we feel that a mediator will not be able to resolve this dispute in an unbiased way, we can also ask for replacement of mediator. That may be requested by the mediator himself, by the disputing parties, or by some third party as well. If the commission feels there is valid enough reason, it can replace the mediator also. What is the process of mediation? Ideally, we would approach the commission if there is any dispute. We may approach district, state, or national commission. Whomever we are approaching, if the commission feels that mediation is possible in this case, it may refer the matter to the concerned mediation cell. Once it is referred to the mediation cell, the mediator will try to analyze the matter and try to give a settlement. There are three possibilities that come. Maybe matter is completely settled, maybe matter is partially settled, maybe matter is not settled at all. If parties are able to come to some settlement, that settlement would be written down in a form of an agreement. Parties will sign on it, and the same will be transferred to the commission. Based on that, commission will pass an order and matter will be closed. If there are some matters which could not be settled by way of mediation, for those parts, commission will carry forward their regular process of settling the matter. And finally, matter will be decided by it. And because of mediation, it is ensuring that rights of consumers are being protected. They are able to enjoy their rights. Okay, so this is all about mediation under Consumer Protection Act. Any doubt you have here?
No, ma'am.
So what is the jurisdiction of this National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission? For how much amount we should be approaching it? National,
Within one crore district court.
how much?
Within 1 crore, like we can approach district court, ma'am. 1 crore to like 10 crores we can approach state, ma'am, and about 10 crores we can approach national, ma'am.
Yes, and this amount was fixed by 2019 Act. Before that, amount was quite less. Now it is being increased with the new legislation. Okay, so you can go through this part as well. Today I will share this document. You can go through this also. Okay, on mediation.